If you haven't yet heard what Cathy and Saylor said on the second day of the Miami conference, then buckle up. This shit is going down. Will the crypto market explode? Welcome to Crypto Safe. In today's video, we're going to talk about Bitcoin Miami Conference Day 2 and analyze to see if the crypto market will explode soon and the impact on privacy coins when the market will explode. You know what they say, look where the money goes, copy and improve. To our supporters, we would love to grow the channel to create an open discussion on macroeconomics and privacy options. Hence, do like, subscribe and comment under this video. Show the channel some love. Without further ado, let's dive in. We'd be optimistic about the future if every investor was a positive one about Bitcoin as Michael Saylor and Cathy would. On the first general admission day for Bitcoin 2022 in Miami, Michael Saylor and Cathy Wood, two significant leaders in the Bitcoin business, took to the main stage. Saylor and Wood, the CEOs of MicroStrategy and ARK Invest, have long been seen as pioneers in the traditional finance world's acceptance of Bitcoin. It's no surprise that many people at the conference were looking forward to the presentation. Saylor has long been regarded as the poster child for traditional finance, adopting Bitcoin hodling. MicroStrategy is writing the corporate Bitcoin accumulation playbook, writes Bitcoin magazine's Dylan Leclerc. Wood also has a track record of developing research materials aimed at traditional financial investors who want to understand Bitcoin's value proposition. It's critical to have someone representing Bitcoin at various levels, particularly as interest grows. Because of their ability to influence Bitcoin acceptance, they have a wide appeal. Saylor said,
and I would like to, just clarify that I am more bullish than ever on Bitcoin.
The audience burst into applause. That was just what everyone wanted to hear. But of course, the discussion went further than that. I believe the most interesting thing that happened, Wood said as they turned their attention to politics and legislation, I'm seeing a significant shift in Bitcoin politics. Because it has become a lone topic on which some people vote, and this is a bipartisan issue.
If inflation is an issue, clearly Bitcoin is a great hedge against inflation. You're thinking about a hedge against counterparty risk.
MicroStrategy CEO Michael Saylor, another major Bitcoin supporter. His Bitcoin prognosis includes the belief that the cryptocurrency is a safe haven against the present global inflation surge. Wood said,
So first global, private, digital, rules-based monetary system in the history of the world. It is a very big idea.
Well, indeed, it is a very big idea. All that Cathy said was on point. But Bitcoin isn't private. Not at all. It's all as transparent as it can get. By default, Bitcoin is a transparent system in which all information is visible to the public. Any addresses balance and transactions are visible to everybody. Bitcoin addresses cannot be completely anonymous because users must usually reveal their identities in order to receive services or goods. Transactions are recorded on the blockchain, which is a chronological register of all Bitcoin transactions. This record is not centralized. All Bitcoin players, that's miners, and crypto exchangers maintain a complete blockchain copy. The amount, time, wallet from which the money was sent, and wallet that received the money are all facts maintained on this ledger. Other transactions conducted by the same wallets that sent and received money can be examined by anyone. To summarize, the flow of funds on Bitcoin is more transparent and traceable than that of any bank today. For example, in May 2021, US FBI officers assisted in the recovery of Bitcoin worth $2.3 million from a ransom paid to a criminal gang online. Walking through the current scenario, Saylor and Wood imagine a world where the crypto market will prosper no matter what happens around the globe, with lenses focusing on the macroeconomic climate, regulatory difficulties, and the extent of capital markets acceptance or capitulation as they view it. In fact, Wood reaffirmed her firm's projection that each Bitcoin will be worth $1 million by 2030. The discussion focused on how earlier crypto critics are changing their minds and becoming more favorable of the commodity. Wood emphasized what she perceived as a big U-turn by Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen, who has regularly cautioned about the negative consequences of Bitcoin and other digital assets for financial markets and consumer welfare in her commentary and public speeches. Crypto has obviously grown by leaps and bounds and is now playing a significant role, not really so much in transactions but in investment decisions of lots of Americans. There are benefits from crypto, and we recognize the innovation in the payment system can be a healthy thing. She remarked in a recent interview with CNBC, there are advantages to crypto, and we realize that payment system innovation can be beneficial. President Biden's recent executive order directing government agencies to research digital assets and assess their potential, according to Saylor, gave Bitcoin the green light. The president of the US has never directed the governments to embrace a new asset class, he continued, as far as he knows. When it comes to capital markets, Saylor shared an incident about how he was mocked by Merrill Lynch analysts 2 years ago when he told them he intended to buy Bitcoin with some of MicroStrategy's bank's funds. They laughed at me and said, not only will I not sell it to you, we are not allowed to talk about it, or we get fired. He told the audience that he swiftly moved $175 million out of the bank, and that the final retaliation was that now my email contains Bitcoin research from Merrill Lynch, given to me by the same broker. As we're doing right now, this is our opinion. As a result, every bulge bracket farm has begun to cover it. Ultimately, both Saylor and Wood consider cryptocurrency as an important hedge and store of wealth in the current macroeconomic situation, which is characterized by rising inflation, uncertainty arising from the growing impact of Russian sanctions, and global coronavirus outbreaks. While both believe cryptocurrency will be successful in the long run, it is not immune to short-term macroeconomic obstacles. Investors are dumping crypto into tech companies that are currently underperforming, believing that the correlation would lessen over time as the asset gains wider acceptance, according to Wood. According to ARK CEO, the United States' attitude towards Bitcoin and the industry in general has shifted in favor of cryptocurrencies. Thus, she is optimistic about the country's proposed regulation and its consequences. In agreement, Saylor discussed his views on the regulatory environment. In the next 36 months, technology will drive crypto adoption even more aggressively. We're going to witness an influx of Lightning Network-focused developers. Well, what all this means is we are going to be in a bull run, unlike the one we've seen so far. If you haven't yet jumped on the train, this is your chance to hop on. The shit is going down. As much as all this is going to increase the price of Bitcoin dramatically, all of the altcoins will follow in the same trend, and with privacy in mind. Privacy coins like Monero, ARRR, or XHB, since they have a complete feature which Bitcoin lacks, everyone seems to forget privacy. Monero's price will rise in the near future because of the current macroeconomics and measurements countries place on their population. With this, we've come to the end of this video. The content in this video is for educational purposes only and should not be considered as financial advice. All the financial decisions should be made after doing your wide spectrum research. Let us know in the comments section below. Also, make sure that you like this video, comment down your thoughts regarding this video, and also do not forget to subscribe to our channel so you can stay updated about the latest videos.